we are assembling the motorcycle slice card. So I have my pieces laid out. I have my motorcycle, my Route 66 sign. We've got these three pieces here that are going to hold our card together. And this is a front piece that's going to allow me to use some dimension on the front of my motorcycle. So I'm going to start by assembling the back, and I'm gonna start by adhering the slice pieces in place first. So I'm slid this in. I'm gonna fold this over, and I'm gonna glue this tab to the back, the slice, making sure that it's level. Once it's stuck, I'm just going to fold it up. And now I'm going to put in the center one. Now we're putting these to the one in the very back because this is the back of our card. And I'm making sure that it's level, that it's flush with the bottom. I'm just gluing all these in place. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my backing and I'm going to glue this right onto the back. We're going to cover all these tabs here, and then that's what it'll look like from the front. Okay, so I'm just going to add glue all the way around, glue this in place. Like to use my table just to make sure that it's flush on the bottom, if you're wondering why I was doing that. Just make sure it's stuck all the way. Okay, now you see you have a nice section on the back for writing your message and signing your card. Okay, next thing I'm going to put together, that goes with the motorcycle, is my Route 66. So you're going to center this red piece right in the center here of the white. When I cut this out, I saved the center of my O. I have textured cardstock, so I'm making sure I have the right side up. I didn't want so much glue in there, I had to take some of that out. And I'm just going to put my center in here. The center of the R was just incredibly small, and for me, not worth trying to glue in there. And if you don't want to glue the center of your O in there, I don't think it's necessary. It's mostly covered up by the person anyway. So that's just a personal preference. Then you have your 66. We're going to glue that in here. Okay, this will glue to the back, but I'm not ready to put it on yet. I want to see it with my pieces. So the next thing I'm going to put together is my motorcycle. And the first thing you want to do is you want to put your motorcycle here into the base. We're just going to slide these pieces through. It goes into the slits that are in the very front. Now, I want to use some dimension on my motorcycle. I want to use foam tape on my tire. And so in order for me to do that, I have to glue, and I'm just making sure that I have a straight bottom here. Sorry, I've got my camera a little bit closer, so I'm not sure, trying to make it easier for everyone to see. So I'm just gonna, and I just want to make sure that it's flush, just like that, flush with the bottom. Okay, so now I have that, and then I'm going to glue this cover on. I have an extra one. Let me get that out of the way. So I'm going to glue my cover on. Just like that. Okay. The next thing you can glue on is your chrome. Okay, just like this. I think before I glue this piece on, I'm going to put on some of the pieces that go on it. I don't have my hands. So I've got to peel off my hands here. Hang on. I had started recording this and I did things in the wrong order, so I had to start over. And so I have to grab my hands that I have from the other one. Okay, so I'll show you here. Your hands look like this. And then they have this rectangle that goes onto the top of them. Okay, this is my girl's hands, so I'm going to put those back. And I've got these put together here, and then we're going to put them on the handlebars. And you can see right here where they go. They just line right up. I had to really think through how to make this person look like they were riding their motorcycle. Because I couldn't connect the center piece to the front piece or your card won't open and close. I'm going to put my headlamp on. And then you have the boots, and they're going to line up to the top here on these petals. Okay, and then we're going to glue this right on there. Let's pull this on down and get our glue here. Trying not to get my head in the way, but I need to see well enough to line this up. Okay, just like this. There we are. Okay, so after you have that in place, you can take your tire, and this was the piece that I wanted to pop. So I'm just gonna cut my foam tape down the center. To make it just a little bit shorter. These are the foam squares that I get from Dollar Tree. And you're just going to line this up to the center. Just like that. So I did want that dimension there, and maybe you could add a little bit of dimension there behind your headlight with that small piece you have left over. That would be cute. Okay. So now I'm going to pull in my person, and we're going to start assembling him. So I was asked when I did this to also do a girl version. So that's what these other pieces are here on my table. That is the girl version. I kept it with the 50s theme. So now this is just going to line up right to the bottom of your flesh piece that you just put on. You can do your shirt obviously in any color you would like. Again, I'm just sticking to the 50s theme here. With your pants, you're just going to line it up here at the V. That's how you're going to tell where it goes. And then we're going to put the jacket on. Okay. he does have shoes to add. I'm going to glue the black here behind his face. And put on his hair. Glue him on. Let's see how he looks. So he's going to slide into the center. And again, you've just got to kind of wiggle things around until it slides in. Darn. There it goes. I got that one. There. And then his Route 66 goes right behind him. That's pretty cute. Okay, now let's put the girl together. She's similar, but not exactly the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with her pants. And again, you're just lining up that V. Put her shoes on. Darn it. Let's put her flash on. Line her shirt up the same way we did with him. Put her jacket on. Now, her face is just a little bit different. So you're gonna, there's a cutout here to add her a color for her mouth. Now we're going to put the backing for her eyes. And now let's glue this in place. Add her ponytail. Hair. And there she is. So there is your girl writer and your boy writer. Thank you for joining me.